Welcome to another edition of the Craig Carton Show. Craig Carton with you, Tyrone A. Johnson here as always. That sound you hear, I'll do it for you. Thwack, thwack, thwack. Our windows all over Orchard Park are closing right now because the Buffalo Bills window has officially closed after a 23-19 loss yesterday to the upstart Houston Texans, who haven't lost a game yet now with Davis Mills as their starting quarterback. And by the way, have the best defense in all football. And by the way, at some point, while I know none of us care about the Houston Texans, and we never will, can someone acknowledge that Mr. Ryan's doing a great job as the head coach there?
Yes, he is.
Can someone acknowledge that he is arguably the best coach maybe in all of football with what he's done with now the number one defense in football and winning huge games to get right back into the playoff picture? Nice job, DeMarco Ryans. Nice job, Houston Texans. Yeah. D'Amico, pardon me. Nice job all across the board. Yeah. That being said, no one cares about the Houston Texans. No one's ever going to care about the Houston Texans. But D'Amico Ryans deserves, frankly, a little bit of love.
He does.
Because that dude says, I don't care what my quarterback is. I don't care what my roster is. My defense is going to be badass, and I'm going to find a way to win. And all of a sudden, the Houston Texans have won 3 straight games, and they are right back in the playoff picture. But what the F is going on with the Buffalo Bills? As much as you got to give Houston credit, tip your cap, because that defense was swarming all over Josh Allen. 8 sacks yesterday. I think 18 actual hits on Josh Allen. A couple bad turnovers, especially that last one that ends the game when he's got a dude wide open. I think it was Kincaid.
Yeah, in the flat.
Coming across the middle, left side of the field, wide open on that final play of the game. The bang, there it is right there. Like, here's the deal with that. Don't tell me that Josh Allen's the MVP of the league when the game's on the line and you have one of your biggest targets, Dalton Kincaid, wide open, and you're looking at him and you throw off your back foot to a guy who's being double covered, and that winds up being an interception that effectively ends the game. That play right there is everything wrong with the Buffalo Bills, because Josh Allen didn't see his number one target in the game and instead throws into double coverage and gets intercepted. There's so much stuff going on in Buffalo. I'm trying to figure out who I want to blame the most. And I think for last night's game specifically, the answer is Josh Allen.
Absolutely.
Their defense played well enough to win. You get a punt return for a touchdown, right? And you have Josh Allen out there, trying to play like Superman. And he did admit after the game that a couple sacks were on him, like a 20-yard loss on 1 sack in the second half. Just get rid of the football, dude. Like, I get it. If no one's open, you live to fight another down. But when you take 10, 15, 20-yard losses, you make it impossible for your offense to do anything. And now I think we have to look at the reality that the Buffalo Bills were supposed to be the next team up, right? When Tom Brady went to Tampa and New England went through their Mac Jones era, and it was embarrassingly bad, and the New York Jets never got themselves a quarterback, and the Dolphins and Tua never really rose up to where I think their fan base expect them to get to. We all kind of agreed begrudgingly. Now it's the Bills' turn. The Bills were supposed to dominate for a decade. And to be fair, they've won a bunch of AFC East titles. That's clearly not going to happen this year because the Patriots are. But the window closed now for the Buffalo Bills, and you can blame being their general manager, and you can blame, sure, if you want, Sean McDermott to a certain extent, their head coach, but you've also got to blame Josh Allen. Josh Allen is not playing well. And I started thinking about it because we live in a society where we like to place blame on people, and we do it here as well. If I got to blame one person and one person only for where the Bills are right now, and look, are the Bills going to make the playoffs? They're 7-4. They still have a great shot to make the playoffs. It'd be one of the great disasters in modern NFL history if the Buffalo Bills at 7-4 did not make the playoffs now. All right. And they are in for the moment.
They have 2 gimmies. Mm-hmm. Their schedule's tough.
But still, at 7-4, you have to make the playoffs.
No, they have to, but right? I wouldn't be shocked if they only won 9.
Which would be a problem for them, obviously. And I think would create major changes in Buffalo with the coaching staff as you see the schedule and with the general manager. But can we all agree to something right now? Josh Allen is not the best quarterback in football. Josh Allen is not the guy with this current roster that's going to overcome the things that are problematic with the Bills and lead them to hard-fought wins. Josh Allen is a bully. Josh Allen and the Bills play bully ball. When they play against weak teams, they beat the hell out of them. When they play against bad defenses, for sure, they drop 30 and 40 burgers like it ain't nothing. And you look at them and go, wow, oh, that's Josh Allen. Last week, 6 touchdowns, 3 passing, 3 rushing. Oh, Josh Allen is back. Oh, the Bills are back. But last night, they played the best defense in football, and Josh Allen looked like a rookie quarterback. Josh Allen was not in control of that game. And then it dawned on me, to be fair to Josh Allen, because we have made the comment on this show many, many times that he probably does more with less. Mahomes had that kind of same, reputation for a while. Like, we're the Pro Bowl wide receivers, right?
Right.
Now, Mahomes has had more of them for sure than Josh Allen has had. But this particular year, I'm thinking about it, and I say to myself, well, what do the Bills need more than anything else? They need a legitimate number 1 wide receiver. Okay. They thought they drafted one in Keon Coleman, and again last night he was a healthy scratch because apparently he doesn't like going to meetings and has missed a couple meetings there, and Sean McDermott has to make an example out of him and remind him in his second year, this is a job. You're a professional. And if you don't act like a professional, we're not going to play you, even though not playing you makes it harder for us to win. They might have won last night's game if Keon Coleman's on the field, because when he's at his best, he's damn good.
Right, and it's a 1-score game.
Yeah, you lost by
game.
4 points.
Yeah.
Like if Coleman's on the field, not I'm not saying Coleman's the second coming of Jerry Rice, but he's a really good kid,
right?
A really good football player.
Right. And you can convert a couple of those third downs along the way and win the game.
Yeah, so, okay, I respect Sean McDermott saying, I need to teach the kid a lesson if he wants to have a career here, and that's called tough love, and we're all down with that. But it also may have cost you a football game that's going to hurt you when it comes to the wild card and your ability to get into the postseason. But the other thing I keep going back to, and it drives me crazy, like the NFL's filled with really talented prima donnas. We know that there's some guys that are just more trouble than it's worth, it feels like, right? Mm-hmm. But you cannot dispute talent. And when you have talent, my feeling is always you have to embrace that talent and never let it go. Doesn't mean you can't be a tough love guy, because I think that's part of the relationship coach to player, but you don't let great talent go. And what's the one thing the Buffalo Bills are missing? A great wide receiver. They let Stephon Diggs walk out the door, got nothing in return, essentially, all right? And it cost them $30 million in dead cap money a year ago.
Yep.
Stephon Diggs is now playing wide receiver for the best team in the AFC. And no one in New England seems to have a problem with Stephon Diggs since he had the boat incident with the pink, we think, cocaine, right?
We think, yes.
We think it was pink cocaine. We didn't see him doing it, but he had it, and a bunch of hot broads are on the boat with him. It is what it is. They've gotten past it, and Mike Vrabel talked to him about, the bad look that was involved there, right?
Keep the phones
But
away.
outside of that, Stephon Diggs seems to be like the most popular dude in the Patriots locker room. And the Patriots are a better team because they have Stephon Diggs. The Bills let him walk and ate $30 million in dead cap money. The Bills' window is closed. The Bills were supposed to be the team when Tom Brady moved to Tampa and then retired that dominated not just the AFC East, but the AFC. 2 AFC championship games, can't beat Patrick Mahomes in the postseason, and now it's a wrap. Now the Bills' dominance is over. And now we have to start questioning, who is Josh Allen? And I made this comment, and you guys all mocked me when I made it. There are a certain number of guys, not a lot of them, but there's a small group of great players who suddenly don't play quite as well once they fall in love.
Ooh.
And Josh Allen, I'm afraid, is the stereotype now, the poster child of what happened to Josh Allen. And the immediate answer might be love. And
Love.
As sad as that is, and as great as it is for him to go home to a happy house, it might have cost the Buffalo Bills the Super Bowl. Yuck.